All right, how are you doing? I hope you have been having a fantastic day here on Radio Babando 101.9 FM, transmitting live from Bahu. You are welcome. Today has been quite a day, and it's a pleasure to be here. And I apologize for being late, but today has been quite a day. But now, everly, anyhow, we must show up because showing up is very, very important. So here I am. I am Madam Maspackles. And okay, so I just want to do something on this hour. This is the boys on hour, right? Yes. We'll just be celebrating the boy child today, our own way. I know the world celebrated the boys last week. That was on the 16th, Friday, and the International Day of the Boy Child. And here we are talking about the boys here on Boys Zone, asking questions, providing answers to who is raising the boys and how are the boys. We want to provide answers as much as possible. We want to do our own part of raising boys here on the Boys Zone. And if you are a gentleman boy, like I love to call the senior boys, the men now, for every man, there's a boy in you. And for every boy, there is a man waiting to arise. And so for every man here listening to us, listening to me, wherever you're listening to me right now at this moment, this is your call to be part of raising the boys. Oh, we should go past the era where we think boys will always be boys. Now, when we say boys will always be boys, what exactly do we mean? Boys will always be boys to disrespect or to respect people. Boys will always be boys to take things with or without consent. Boys will always be boys to play rough or not. Boys will always be boys to be gentle, to be calm, calculated, responsible. Or boys will always be boys to play rough, to just be concerned about what they'll eat, how they'll play, and not worry about other things. When we say boys will always be boys, what exactly do we mean? And so whenever you use that word, the term boys will always be boys, if whatever comes to your mind are things not really responsible, then you need to change your mindsets concerning the boys. But every time you think of that boys always be boys and all the positive things come to your mind, then you are the kind of person we want to have here on the Boys Zone, because we cannot do this alone. It takes a nation to raise a boy. It's not just for the mom at home or for the father at home. Yes, I know so many times they say the presence of a man in the home makes a difference. We know, we're not arguing that. But then they should be men everywhere. There should be men in the schools, men in the churches, men in the society. There should be men. Now, I'll tell you something I noticed this afternoon and how we can start looking differently at how we raise boys. Boys will always be boys thing is a concept we use to run away from responsibilities. Yes, that's what I think. All right. It's a concept we use to run away from avoid things that we should do. Like, we know these things are not right, and we want to cover up with boys will always be boys. Who told you? And so there's something, like I said, there's something I noticed this period, and especially today, and I will share that with you to let you know that the boys need nurturing. The world should not just focus on the girl child only, nurture the girl child, and then who are you nurturing the girl child for? For the boy who is not cultured, for the boy who's not gentle, for the boy who's not responsible. We have to rethink how we do these things, especially as we are still in the month where we are celebrating the boys. And of course, we may not always shout it out loud, but every day we should celebrate the boys around. Let them also know they matter as well. All right, you are welcome back. This is still Boys Zone here on Radio Babando 101.9 FM, transmitting live from Bahu. Okay, so the International Day of the Boy Child is set aside to recognize the boy child, to recognize the importance of the boy's well-being, all right, and the challenges they face as well, and also highlight the positive aspects they bring to their communities and to the world. And we cannot deny the fact that yes, the boy child brings quite some positive aspects to the world. Oh, yes. If I want to lift up something heavy, and I do know that even if I can do it on my own, right? When there's nobody here. But once there is somebody and it's a boy, I want to say, of course, I will say, now. I want to be, the egg, the princess who can't lift some things because she's feminine, right? Yes, and so we always want boys to do the hard works, sometimes, and do, because it's not just because we want them to do that, but that's how they're created. Like their physical strength, right, enables them to lift heavy things, do hard work. Their physiology, that's how they're created. Okay, so once there's a boy around, there's some things that we expect the boy will do. Okay, so the other time there was, I can't remember what we're doing at home, and there was something to do, something that required physical strength. And my boy was asking, why can't his sister do it? I said, come, let me tell you. Anytime there is something to be done and it requires physical strength, do it. Even if you're not asked, nobody asked you to, but you are there, and you know that thing requires physical strength, do it. Don't be somewhere and you allow your sister to lift things. Treat her like an egg, because that's the way you also treat tomorrow. If you get a girlfriend, get a wife, have a daughter, that's also the same way you treat her. So if there's a physical work to be done, tell your boy child, encourage them to do it, because they were built for that. Okay, not just her strength behind her. Okay. Oh yes, and then we also know that there are some other positive aspects. I mean, security. Some young boys, when you see them securing their people, their things, at an early age, it will amaze you. Yes, some boys, they learn that responsibility very early, and sometimes it's because there's a man who taught them. Okay, so if you are a gentleman listening to me right now, it's your duty to help the boy child, to model what you want the boy child to be, as much as the ladies are meant to do as well. Okay, and I do know that sometimes you don't want to talk about the negative aspect, the problems the boys may be having, the challenges they face, as much as we talk about them if they were girls. But the truth is, boys face challenges as well. Boys face insecurity, boys face doubt, bullying, fears, criticism, everything that the female child faces, the boy child faces that as well. That we do not talk about them that much does not make them any less. They have their own mental health issues as well. In fact, it seems as if the boys have more mental health issues because they hardly talk about what they go through. They don't. They want to chest it, now be a man. Keep it in. Don't talk about it. Don't be like a girl. Calm down now. Boys don't accept everything. Boys don't cry. Boys don't do this. Boys don't do that. Okay, so if they don't cry, if they don't talk, how will they express what's happening within them? Don't cry. Don't talk. Don't scream. Don't shout. Don't. Because you're a man. Because you're a man. Men don't do that. Men don't. Come on. And so when we do all those things, we kind of cage them in. They can't talk about what they are going through. They cannot be expressive as much as the girls. And so we assume that nothing happens to the boys, that they are fine, but they are not always fine. All right? They are not always fine. They also want to be listened to. They want to be helped. They want someone to say, oh yeah, don't worry, let me do it for you. They want someone to look at them and know they are hungry and buy food for them. Like, not all the time we want to collect from them. Sometimes give them. All right? Sometimes give the girl child, give the boy child as much as you're giving the girl child. Some parents here, they hardly buy things for the boys. But you see them wear clothes. How do they wear the clothes? How? Like, okay, when they're walking on the streets, they just pick up clothes because they are boys. You don't know how they're getting it. You're not giving, but the boy must wear something and you don't know how he's getting it. So sometimes some parents just focus on the girl child alone, buy things for her, take care of her. Okay, so we leave the boys to start raising themselves as children from early ages when they shouldn't. So we all should be proactive, we should be involved if we want to have boys who are healthy. If we want to groom the boy child and leverage mentorship for leadership and governance, which is the theme for this year, then we have to be there for them. All right? It's all about mentorship. It's all about teaching them. It's all about being there hold in their hands and show them the way to go. Okay, so I said I will share something with you, something that just showed me that what some boys, most of the time, not just some boys, what the boys need is discipline. Champion now. So let me quickly tell you this, all right? So today confirmed this for me. Now we do know that this is the festival season for Ndioka, right? The Imoka festival. Some are ruly, some are unruly, all right? And so but we know, you know how these things are. So those who are ruly are not that much, right? But those also who cannot control themselves, maybe because of whatever it is they feel they have a cane or they, whatever it is, they are more. Okay, so we see more of those boys who are unruly, and then we tend to generalize our perception about this festival, which normally should be a good one, right? Yes, culture is good. And so I know that the governor now came out and, said, see, people do your festival, but has to be orderly. And so, police, what's it called, all the enforcement agencies came out to ensure that those who had planned to be unruly wouldn't be. And so today I had the opportunity to pass through Amobia down to Oka. And I saw a different thing as opposed to what it used to be in recent times. I saw all the boys respecting themselves. Yes, they had their sticks, which they call cane, but but then it's the festival, right? Yes, they have the canes, they are on the road, there are some masquerades out there, but in an orderly manner. They were just going on their own. They were not disturbing any keke. You not see anybody block any keke and say you must give me money. Now, if you go out there, if you want to go out, you find out that there are not much of the public transport drivers, actually those that fly Oka town, because of this festival. Like, they do not want to give all their money to the boys, because if you give this one at this spot, get to just drive like, so just move brake, remove your leg from the brake and match the game, you give another person money, that kind of thing. And so most times they just prefer to just call it their own holidays, and you find few of them on the road. But today, for those who will come out on the road, the major roads, I don't know about the inner streets, but the major roads, you're on your own. Nobody is disturbing you and saying you must give me money if you don't give me. Now, these kind of things, of course, if you want to give people money, it should be a thing you're doing from your heart. It's not like someone is coercing you to give money, else they will flog you, else they will flog everything that's floggable around you. But just because of one rule, if you misbehave, you'll be arrested. All right? People preferred not to misbehave but to enjoy themselves. So I saw people, those on the road going to their businesses, those going for the festival, some people by the sides of the road enjoying. And I just said to myself, this is what it should be. All right? This is what it should be. Everybody enjoy what is happening in an orderly manner. Now, let me bring this to the boys, okay? Now, these are boys, right? And now, if on their own, they can't do anything, they can't do anyhow, okay? And so, for the boy child specifically, we need discipline. They need discipline. We need to have parents who can discipline boys, who can set rules and ensure that the rules are followed. All right. The other day, someone was telling me a parent who was very strict in raising the boys. The boys are all grown now. The kids are all grown, like they are almost becoming grandfathers. But they always attribute who they have become to how they were raised. Oh, yes, sometimes the process of discipline and that it won't be sweet. All right. It will seem as if this person actually hates me. Like, there's nothing you can tell me. This person doesn't like me. If not, why would the person do this? Why would the person do that? Why would the person restrain me from going out with my friends at a certain time? Why would the person say you must be home by this time? Why should the person say until I'm 18 I can't do some certain things? Why? Yes, they will not understand now, but give them 20 years, 30, 40 years of their lives and they'll say thank you for disciplining them. So let's not remove discipline from the concept of raising a boy child, mentoring them. If you want to mentor somebody, you'll be the person that's the mentee should be ready to be disciplined. When the Bible tells us that God loves us, but yet He will discipline us. All right. And so, yes, you love them. But how will you show someone you love them if you're not disciplining them? If there's no rule, there are no rules, there are no code of conduct, no nothing, just do as you like. We cannot, not human beings. I don't even myself. I don't even allow me to do as I like. All right, even as an adult, I cannot be allowed to do as I like. You know what that would mean now? Chaos everywhere. So we can't, not with the boys, not with the society being patriarchal as it is, not with it being a man's world, we know. But then it has to come with some form of discipline so that that freedom that they will eventually get as being males in a society will be properly managed. But if you don't manage, if you don't teach them, they will grow up and just be doing anyhow. Because eventually they will be free. Boys, yes, get to be freer than the girl child. But in that freedom, they should also understand that freedom is costly. That freedom is also accountable. As though that I am free means I should be accountable to someone. It's demanding of me to show respect even when I am a free person. It's demanding of me to be kind, to be caring, to be considerate, to be responsible even when I'm a free person. And that's what some of our boys have missed. But then it's not too late because we can always bring them back. There are there are not many of them actually. There are few programs designed for boys. And I hope that more people will come up with programs designed for boys in the society as much as we have programs designed for the girl child. We need to balance this. We need to balance this act of nurturing the boys and the girls equally. We need to balance it. So that I'm not going to be raising a girl for an unruly boy, or you'll be raising a boy for an unruly girl. Everything needs to be balanced. All right, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. And to every boy out there, I celebrate you. I celebrate your power. I celebrate your manliness. I celebrate your kindness. I celebrate even the moments when you doubt yourself, when you don't understand what exactly you are to do. Sometimes the boys are stuck in the I need to find money mentality. I don't know how to. I need to start getting ready to be a man. That mentality. But the thing is, every moment of your life, you are being prepared to be a man. There's no special moment. From the moment you're born, you are being prepared. So I just hope that the people around you are preparing you well. On the other side, you can always join us here every Monday at 4 o'clock because we'll be doing our part of preparing the boys, of grooming the boys here. And by next week, I'll have my gentleman boy here with me. This is where we give our own share of nurturing the boys. Thank you so much for joining me. I am Madam Masparkles. Let us do this next week, Monday. God bless you.